All right. Next question is also from Anonymous. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah. Let's see. So, if a student at my child's school tests positive for COVID-19, okay, this could be anywhere. Should the school be considering quarantine? Actually, it's probably most everywhere at the moment. Should the school be considering quarantine for any teachers and/or students the child has been in contact with, regardless of whether they were wearing masks or whether they're showing symptoms? Of course, that's what contact tracing is and what it does, and that's how you do it well. Yeah. That's elementary public health, and I'm not a public health guy, but some things like that are, they're just easy enough that even a non-specialist is able to pick them up. Yeah, which means that anybody can pick them up and run with them. No. Once again, that seems like blatant disregard for student and teacher health. I just feel like there are going to be humongous lawsuits eventually, and I feel like the people that are setting up the conditions where people are getting hurt right now are going to end up saying that they were just following orders, just following public opinion, that it's going to be just like the cigarette, trials and settlements. But would you rather have a loved one, or would you rather have a pile of money maybe in like 20 years? Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. That's not a real choice. That's not a choice anybody is going to make. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what you should do. You should quarantine everybody around a case. You should have them off for at least 14 days. And then you should go from there, and everybody should get tested before they come back in. I know there's a Texas state order that says you are not allowed to require a negative test after quarantine or after actual confirmed COVID in order to come back to work, which again seems insane. Yeah, it just seems like, seems just willful disregard of reality. Let's say that. Yeah, because that's maybe a little more descriptive. Yeah. Yeah, because it's not, that's a better term for it. So, yeah. No, you got the right idea there. And I think trying to figure out a way to convince anybody else at that school, and I mean, even if I'm assuming you're talking about one specific school, but there are going to be a lot of schools in this situation. I know of a couple schools in this situation already, and we are ordering full speed ahead and aiming right at the iceberg. And we'll see how unsinkable the Titanic is. But it doesn't look good to me. It really does not look good. It looks particularly bad and particularly callous and willfully destructive and anti-scientific and I don't want to say anti-intellectual, but just anti doing anything based on a reason or numbers or reality. It's wishful is the positive way to say it, and I don't know. There's a lot of negative ways to say it, but we don't have to list all those out, I would say. So I hope that you and your child are able to stay safe. I would say if you have the option, this is another in the long list of really good reasons to not be at school if there is an option for you to not be at school, if there's an option for you to do online, and that's something that can work for you in your circumstances. That's probably the big take home here. And I think eventually there's a chance that I don't know that we can ever get everybody on board with this, but the smaller we can make the gatherings, the better that is for the people that have to be at those places of gathering. That's what I'd say. So there we go. Thanks very much. This is another very frustrating Ask Dr. Ben.